Charlie James, talking about the Seattle Griot Project and the Central Area Documentary Project. It's a culmination of a lot of things I've done in the past that's coming together with these projects, because the worst thing that you can do is to be involved in a lot of stuff and have no record of it, have no way of transmitting that information on to the next generation or even to your own children about what you were involved in. And so I think it's absolutely crucial that we get the history of what happened in the Central District and the history of the people who made it happen on tape, and so that we can pass that down to future generations. So this is probably one of the more important things I've done at this point in my life, because it will probably outlast me more so than any other thing that I might do.
I firmly believe it's almost impossible to heal unless you understand the nature and the impact of the injury. And that starts from American chattel slavery and Jim Crow, because those to me are the foundational pieces of internalized oppression. And what internalized oppression basically means is that I feel bad about myself as a result of how I look. I feel bad about myself as a result of what I've been told, right? So there's external forces, and I can go further. There's external forces that impact a self in a way where I start to embody, embrace, and believe that being true, right? And so until we can provide our children, and this is why the majority of my clientele in my contract work are pre-K to 12th graders, until we provide them information that pushes back on that master narrative. And you'll hear me say this, I'm not looking for power, I want them to be empowered. I want it to come from the inside, because we are our ancestors' greatest dreams, right? So we stand on those shoulders, but our children have no idea the shoulders they stand on, because no one's telling our story.
Another thing that I think is really important is, and this is something that I was taught, to have a 3-generation mindset. And that means that everything that I do impacts somebody else. Everything I do. And it may not appear to be so, but I know that the actions of my father, mother, their parents, and their parents has impacted how I have been shaped. So I have to take into account what I do and how that impacts my children, what my children's children, and their children. And if I'm not thinking or acting from a legacy mindset, then I think there's no real necessity for me to be here. I think that energetically and spiritually, I have to be mindful of everything that I do and how it impacts others. And I think that that's something we miss when we're thinking about our own growth. Our growth is connected to the growth of those who come behind us.
Every one of us, regardless of any system, wants to be free. That's period. I don't care what color you are. You want to be free. Secondly, in the level of being free, you have to value yourself at the highest level. You have to love yourself at the highest level. You have to love yourself like loving everybody else. And that's all at the highest level. So bringing in the element of humanity at the highest level, and to, if you will, debunk all of the untruths in regards to there is a lesser and a more when it comes to humanity. Once you take out and cleanse out, again, the toxicities, the pus of untruth, and let truth rise to the top, then we can have a better society. We first have to give ourselves permission that we can change it, and that we don't have to submit to something that doesn't work. We're clear that this doesn't work. Even white folks know it doesn't work, even though they benefit from it. So the fact is that because we are blessed by the Most High to be here. This is our time to change it, and we can do that.
Our history is so important. See, how you see yourself is how you carry yourself. And if you see yourself as a helpless slave that was brought over here and they've never been able to get on your feet and blah, 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 then you kind of carry yourself in that helpless kind of way, huh? But if you see yourself as a warrior who's fought his way across the ocean, who's built something over here, then you carry yourself like that warrior, huh? And that's important. It's all about your psychosis, how you see yourself, how you present yourself, and how you allow other people to see you.